Hey, what is going on? My name is Gus. I'm the founder of AVX Systems, and in this presentation, I will make it as short, no fluff, and concise as possible so that you can get the most out of this for the time that you're putting in and investing your time to watching this entire training. But in this training, you are going to get a lot of valuable information that you can actually just start doing today. So today, I am going to teach you and show you how I use the AVX system framework to take a client from 3x to 8x ROAS and 700K a month. So if you're not an established business and you're not looking to scale over 60K months, then this training isn't for you. Or you don't want to triple your ROAS, which I don't understand why some people don't want to do this. If you're not looking for hands-on tactical training, this is not for you. If you think you need a large social media following, a super random viral product, or a weird hack to be able to 10x your business, then this isn't for you. And something else is if you're solely just an e-com product based business, meaning you just sell widgets, like physical widgets, and you sell them and ship them, this probably won't 100% apply to you, but you will get a lot of value out of it regardless. So, who's this guy? And I want to try and keep this short because this isn't much about me. It's about you, but I have to show you that I've used this in multiple cases with multiple companies, and this is actually replicable and it works. So I've successfully built and scaled a marketing agency in Tampa. I profitably managed way over $20 million just on Meta, so Facebook and IG. I've worked with huge brands that you probably know, such as Clover Health, Roma Boxing, Ideal Image, Athletic Brewing, Jackson Hewitt, BioLane, IFCA, which is Impact Fitness Coaching Academy, and many, 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 many other more. I've also worked directly with agency teams inside Microsoft, Google, and Facebook. So I've met with internal marketing teams at Facebook to understand the backend systems that they use, which very, very few people around the world have actual access to. I've worked with them personally, and I've met with probably their top marketing experts at Facebook, Google, and Microsoft. And I've mentored more than 200 businesses, successful businesses. I've spoken on stage to over 400 businesses. I've spoken on stage for the American Marketing Association, for colleges in Tampa, in New York, you name it. And I've spoken about this specific thing about Facebook, Instagram funnels, email copywriting, and how to make more money and scale a business. So the training that I'm about to show you today is it's very similar training that many hundreds of businesses have actually paid $700 or more to attend to a talk. And this is just me speaking on stage. Maybe you can see and squint your eyes. It says, uh, how to optimize Facebook ad spend, etc. So I've been on stage and spoken about this multiple times, and you're gonna get this training today for free. So I know how this works. I've been doing this for many years, and I've helped companies make millions of dollars with this strategy, this system, and I'll share everything on how I've done this in this training today. And like I said in the beginning, you'll be able to copy and paste this and implement again in your business. Legit today, if you put work, obviously. So these are just some of the case studies. Let me see if I can make my face a little bit little. There you go. So if you can see in this before and after, this is January. This is actually 2023, January 2023, May 2023. If you can see, I want you to pay attention on this right here. Hopefully you can see my mouse. These AV, which is obviously my initials, TOF, which is top of funnel. We'll speak about that very slightly in this training, and direct offer. This same campaign, we took it from 10K net profit in January to 36K net profit in May, about 16 weeks. And obviously you can see in January, I helped this client collect 41K in January. And then we a little bit tripled over. I can't math right now, but in May we were able to make $122,000 on with Facebook ads, right? And then, as you can see, these are all top of funnel campaigns, meaning these are all lead gen campaigns being shown to cold audiences, people who've never heard of the business, but they went through this system, this specific system that I want to show you today, and I was able to take them from 41K in 1 month to 122K in another month. This other case study, this is 45 days of data running the AVX system, which I will show you today. These are all top of funnel campaigns again. In this column, the cost is actually the investment we made in Facebook Meta. I like to call the expense that we put in advertising as investment, because if you're doing it correctly, it's a very good investment, and that's what I do. I help companies do with our systems and strategy, right? So for example, this top one, AVTOF, which is top of funnel, 24K, 25K investment in Facebook Meta, and we were able to make 70K revenue. And you can see all these numbers here, which are all 2, 3x, you name it. This is another one. So May 1st to June 30th, we were able to generate $870,000. That's redundant. $870,000 in revenue, and the total investment was 150K, and we were able to have a 30K day on one of these days, which is here. So it's about a 5.8 ROAS from May 1st to June 30th. Again, this works. This is replicable in many different businesses and verticals, from lawyers to gym owners, coaches, real estate, you name it. So let me move my face again. You will walk out of here with a short intro on understanding what paid media is. If you thought it was just ads, you're wrong, but you're not alone. Many businesses that I've helped have the same mindset, which is all good. Mostly everything you need to start ads. If you're watching this training, you probably have some understanding of what it is, or at least you have a business manager. So I'm not going to waste your time in walking you through like how to create an ads manager, etc. Understanding what works and what doesn't with paid media, and knowing how I was able to take companies spending just 3K a month to 80K a month profitably, and helping them make 700K months and double or triple their return on ad spend. And finally, understanding if this is for you. Okay, so let's get started. Most of the clients that I work with, they think paid media is just advertising, ads on Facebook. You know, this is wrong. This is very wrong. Ads are a small part of it. What's actually paid media? And listen, the reason I want to talk to you about this is because I need to put yourself in the right mindset before we dive a little bit deeper. Because if you solely think ads are just paid, like paid media is just ads, then what I'm about to teach you is not going to make sense. What I'm about to teach you encompasses everything. It's a holistic view, which many businesses, and I've met with a lot of them, even multi-million dollars a month businesses, believe the paid media is just ads, and this is completely wrong. So after you finish this training, you're going to be more well versed and more knowledgeable than even multi-million dollar companies. Okay, so what is paid media? It literally is everything a paid lead touches. So you pay Facebook $1, you get a lead for $1. This becomes a paid lead. Whatever they see, touch, read, click, this is a paid lead. It's part of paid media. Like I said, ads are a very small portion of the equation, but basically paid media is, a team that's capable of understanding paid marketing, a product with a huge promise, which we're going to touch on today on magnetic offers and all that good stuff. A landing page that's well written, probably the landing page you were before you got here. That's a good landing page. So I use that as an example. An opt-in that incentivizes an action, a trigger email, which I'm going to show you everything, which is going to be the sequences that I've used with many other businesses before. A thank you page with a short video CTA for a free call or demo or a free trial, etc. Pixel or API conversions, a retargeting strategy, persuasive copy, understanding how Facebook ads works, funnels, etc. This is probably a very good representation of what paid media is. And I hope I changed your perspective on like, oh, this is an ad, this is paid media. No, incorrect. It's all of this. Cool. So let me move my face. So this is actually a funnel structure. And it's a very simplistic view of what I help businesses install in their systems, right? So very much this is an overview of what it is, the top one is different than the one on the bottom. The one on the bottom is a little bit more complex, but then I'm going to show you a more in-depth view of what it actually is. Very little, and you can pause it and take a screenshot, whatever. Um, so yeah, this is paid media right here. You're looking at a funnel that is fully. This is just fully what paid media represents. So a landing page, a squeeze page with an opt-in form that asks for a name, email, phone number upon completion. This triggers an automation, so trigger emails, the three-part inbox sequence, which I'm going to teach you today, thank you page, which triggers custom conversions or API conversions, which then you can use to create custom audiences, lookalikes, track your CPL, track your CAC, which is your cost per acquisition, and all that good stuff. Another example, say you're doing a quiz as a lead magnet, you do that, and then you have a two-step opt-in email and delivery freebie, and then you have a thank you page. You have outbound methods to you get more leads, etc. You take them to a Facebook group or another freebie that you have, and then you have other things inside that free thing or another lead magnet that triggers much more of free value stuff and other things, and then eventually you get on a free call, on a sales call. So let me see. Hopefully, I don't break anything. Let me see if I can show you the board. Cool. So this is a more in-depth view of the AVX system. So basically you have, I'm not going to go in-depth on this because it'll take a little bit more time, but this is basically everything. Again, this is all the system behind an AVX system. Obviously, I do take some things out of this because it has to be edited depending on your specific business, but this is almost the full framework of what it is. So, you have your leads, your paid media, you earn leads coming to an opt-in page, a squeeze page. If the opt-in was successful, you trigger the confirmation email and SMS. If not, you do remarketing, and then you send them to a 15-minute call, a freebie, another freebie, etc. A VSL webinar, you got more sequences, nurture sequences, email sequences, SMS calls, which then, depending on what the action takes, you DQ a lead, you put them on a sales call, you take them to like a free trial, etc. You pitch them, you onboard them, create a customer, you deliver the service, create a testimonial. This is basically probably a good fraction of the whole system. Some things are redacted though because it requires in-depth strategy per business, right? But then again, you can just take this and implement it on your business immediately. So back to, let me see, there you go. But yeah, don't panic. I know it looks like it's a lot, but I'm here to teach you exactly what this is. One key issue that you have to understand is that meta ads are the fuel to the fire, right? So you have to make sure the fire is legit, right? You're not going to put ads behind an offer that makes no sense or that it's not well written or it has nothing behind it, right? So you have to make sure the fire is legit. Your systems and strategies are well developed, because if you have the ads are working for some reason but your systems are not, it's just going to create a whole mess, right? This is the biggest downfall. When systems are not in place, the strategies that support the system are not in place, it's a huge downfall that I see many, many, many times. So again, I'm here to show you how I've consulted multi-million-dollar companies on how to do this and how you can do it too after this training. So I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you create a powerful funnel that helps you get leads on demand, and the same system I've used to help generate millions of dollars, and I call it the AVX system. Cool. So let's get down to the nitty-gritty. Step one, I need you to understand these simple concepts. Paid ads require investment. The same way you go to a restaurant and order and pay for food for a service, you will have to pay for the services, Facebook services, to help you find leads and help you fuel your pipeline. So think about it that way. Facebook ads, Instagram ads, it's a service. You have to pay to use the service, okay? And you have to know what to order in order to get the thing that you want to get. Same thing that as if you go to a restaurant, right? It is more simple than you think. I know I showed you the entire concept of it. It's more simple than you think, but there are many steps involved and strategy that needs to get developed so that the system flows seamlessly and you can get a stream of leads over and over again, and it's a repeatable process. Cool. And then Like I said in the beginning, this is not 100% for ecom products. However, this will help you. So, giving one advice, it's not going to suit everyone, but the concept works for virtually anyone. Cool. Now, step two, let's talk briefly on the magnetic offer. And I believe this was coined by Alex Hormozy on $100 million offers. This is the value equation that helps you create a magnetic offer, or an offer that leads will feel stupid by saying no. And we're going to touch on an example of a great magnetic offer. But this basically, you want to build your offer, your free offer, with this equation. Yes, I want you to give out your best stuff for free. Listen, I'm giving you a completely a complete strategy for free that companies have paid me hundreds of thousands of dollars for. Literally, I'm giving you this for free. I want you to implement this, and I want you to be successful. And I want you to do the same. Give your best stuff for free, but make it simple. Okay? No one wants a $200 page PDF that's going to take me 4 months to read or whatever. Make it simple, make it digestible, but make it so that it's the best thing that you've put out there, right? So you can use this free value equation to create your offer. I'll show you an example of it afterwards, but you want to have a dream outcome of your market and the perceived likelihood of achievement, which you can do by saying things like, you know, I've helped I've helped over 200 businesses create a repeatable process that's going to get them leads on demand in less than 16 weeks. This is precisely what I do. So that's how you create a magnetic offer. I know that's super simple, and it requires some practice to make sure you understand this and you deliver the value, right? You're not going to create a dream offer that you can't deliver on. So what I just said, I can deliver on. It's something that I've done for hundreds of businesses. Cool. Step 2.1. I will show you how to virtually sell just about anything, but you have to understand the front end, which is offers to get people to know you. So like top of funnel stuff, you build trust. It's a whole value base and requires market knowledge. You have to understand what your market wants, and again, give it for free. And back end, I will still show you this, but I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. This is the systems, ecosystem messaging, retargeting, the emails, all that good stuff. So it's basically 90% of the funnel. When I show you that big nice picture, it's 90% of that's the back end. Front end is what I want to focus on because it's going to help you get all those leads to go through the back end stuff, right? Step 2.2. When you start running ads, you have to understand that you're not operating in an ad vacuum. You're competing against other dogs. Yes, that's a Chihuahua, I think, and a Labrador or whatever. With offers, just like on the previous slide, you have to pick one and understanding its different strength. Your market might want a lab dog, a competitional dog, or even an emotional dog. You have to understand your market. Your choice of breed or your ad offer should match the arena. So whatever the market wants, you deliver for free. That's how you create a strong offer, a magnetic offer. You have to build something that the market desperately wants and give it out for free. The same way you're here to understand how to develop this system to help companies scale, and I'm giving it for free. The same way you have to create something for your market and just give it to them. Okay? Step 2.3, front end ads should be something that's long term, evergreen, we call it. It's a strategy that feeds your business over time. It covers the ad cost and it's a low maintenance campaign. And I've showed you in the case studies before, those top of funnel campaigns that I've run for businesses before, those well over cover ad costs, and it actually makes the biggest lump of revenue for the company. That's when you are really good at creating offers, delivering them, and having the really good backend offers and systems to make sure this happens. But if you're just starting out, front end ads should be a long-term strategy that covers ad costs. It doesn't necessarily mean it's the majority of your business revenue. So a Facebook group funnel, so funneling people to your Facebook group, or a freebie, which you can create using the lead magnet example that I showed you before, and I show you one a little bit after. A $1, a $19 offer. So say, for example, in a month, you invest, I should change that as you say invest, you invest $1,000 in Facebook ads to generate 100 opt-ins, right? So $1,000 to get 100 opt-ins for a freebie. Out of those 100 opt-ins, 10% come into calls. So you have 10 calls, you close 5, or even whatever, you close 5 for a $500 a month service. Now you have a 2.5 ROAS, right? You rinse, repeat, you optimize, and you scale. If your systems permit, which is built in the AVX system, which I'm going to show you how that works. Obviously, this is very simple, simplistic terms, but it works. With time, Facebook will learn your market, it optimizes itself, and it's going to become cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And if you know what you're doing, you can optimize this to make sure you scale the spend up and not hurt your ROAS, right? Now let's get into the triple M, right? The money maker multiplier, money multiplier. So you want to have a solid opt-in, a solid landing page. Sorry, I'll show you what that looks. Solid opt-in that will depend on your industry and your market. I'll show you an example of those. A solid thank you page with next steps. I will show you an example of that. A three-step inbox sequence. I'll show you that too. Data recollection, retargeting. So first things first, a landing page. This is where I want to say 99% of businesses I've consulted make the biggest mistake. I see way too many people trying to do all this crazy stuff with funnels, overcomplicating it, making the page super slow to load with a bunch of pictures and stories and all this stuff for a free PDF. You don't need to go that far. It blows my mind. A one-page funnel is all you need. Funnels that work are simply designed but well written and well optimized and well done. Okay? You want to try and remove steps, not add steps. You don't want people to scroll for 11 miles before they get to a simple give me the training now kind of thing, right? Simple things are simple to optimize. When you have many steps, you optimize the step in the middle, you have to redo the other step next to it. So you want to make sure it's simple. Again, simple doesn't mean cheap. Simple means it's easily done, easily scalable, easily repeatable, that leads can just come through and go through the process easily, right? So context matters more than marketing tactics. This is very important. You have to know who you're selling to, right? So an example is you're marketing to health clients. You can tell them, hey, lose 15 pounds in a month using this thing. With marketers, you have to use a little bit more of the lingo to make sure that they understand what you're talking about and they know what you're talking about. So rather than being tricky and having marketing tactics, just very, very upfront and just know who you're selling to and give them that solution. It doesn't have to be any more complicated, right? Obviously, you want to create some intrigue and curiosity so they fill out the opt-in, but be very clear on what you're delivering. This is for the offer. This is how you create a magnetic offer too. In the landing page, you have to create this sort of curiosity and intrigue, but don't overcomplicate it. Be very simple and make sure that you're just telling them what you want to offer and what you're offering actually. That's it. But you have to understand your market, which goes through the steps before this. Understand your market, deliver the thing for free, make it super simple so they can go through these steps and they can actually get the thing you're promising. You want to add results to your page so there's no debate that your stuff works. The same reason I show you the results at the beginning of this presentation so that you know it works. Right, so this is an example for a great opt-in page. This is Alex Becker, this is ROAS, and actually the screenshots I showed you before are screenshots from the software I used to track results, which is ROAS. This is simple. You don't need more than that. A video, 8-minute long, get a demo, which is the opt-in, and that's it. And the promise is up there. This is another one, a very simple opt-in page. As you can see, this is a magnetic offer. 7 money models we use to scale gyms to over 100K a month, like clockwork. That's it. This opt-in, done. I don't think you can even scroll down. That's it. This is the entire page. And the next one is extremely simple, but I want to show you how far you can get with being very simple. This is the page. And I think if I read this correctly, I think that this is the most successful opt-in page in ClickFunnels history. This one gets the most opt-ins and the most amount of revenue. I believe I might be, don't quote me on that, but it's very simple. Obviously, you don't have to be this simplistic, but I just want you to switch from the mindset that you have to have a very overly complicated landing page. It doesn't need it. When you bring the exact market that you want and show them the exact problem that you solve that suits their issues and their problems, the opt-in percentage just increases a lot. You just have to understand your market, and this requires a little bit of strategy and research, obviously. Now, the opt-in form, which is after you click this, what happens? You want to make it a pop-up if you can. So this I've personal experience from millions of dollars spent in advertising. having it used as a pop-up actually helps conversion. So, but test both, right? First name, email, and maybe phone number if you want to have a little bit more friction. You don't need more unless your business requires more information. And I will talk about that later on. It's called friction, but the less friction you have, the more opt-ins you will have generally. The more friction you have, the less opt-ins you're gonna have, but then usually higher quality. Because if people are willing to give you first name, email, zip code, phone number, number of clients, etc., if they fill out all those steps, it really needs you hit them on where it hurts, and they're gonna want to watch whatever it is that you're giving. The most profitable funnels I've seen are the most simple ones. You have to have the right systems afterwards to make sure you convert those people. For a higher ticket, like I said, or a more B2B service, you can add more friction to the opt-in. Example, you have things like how many clients do you have? What type of services do you offer? Something like this. And the reason you want to have something like this is because you want to make sure that people who opt in are high quality. So something like this for a higher ticket offer, it's going to work, right? Then the thank you page, which is basically where do people go after they submitted the opt-in, right? If you're doing a VSL, which is a video sales letter, or a webinar, this is where you put your video with a call to action. So landing page, opt-in, and the thank you page or success page is just the VSL or the webinar that you're giving people. Something like how you're watching this video right now. This is the VSL and or webinar or whatever, and then you're just watching this, and I'm giving you all this incredible value. But if you're just doing a freebie funnel, like a free guide on how to optimize your Facebook ads or whatever, then yes, you deliver the thing like, hey, download it by clicking this button. But I highly encourage you that you have some sort of extra benefit with giving them the option to go further down your funnel. So, for example, you're giving out a free PDF, free 5-page challenge PDF. They go to your landing page, they do the opt-in. The thank you page is the delivery, but have a video there saying, hey, congrats on downloading the thing. I'm actually giving the next 10 people a free 10-minute call with me to go over their Facebook ads personally or something like that. They go deeper down the funnel. They're more invested in your business. They're more invested in you because you give them more than what they asked for. And it gives you an opportunity to upsell them into something else. So, and then the thank you page is where you create your custom conversions. So it triggers anytime somebody lands here, which means a successful lead. But I highly recommend you set up API conversions from the start. Do not quote me on this, but I had a call with my Facebook rep about a month or 2 months ago, and they told me that Chrome, so I think Safari is already doing it, but like the most popular web browsers are making sure that pixels are going to have a harder time to track things. Basically, pixels are going to become obsolete by 2024. That's what he told me. So be cautious about it, and I highly recommend you use API conversions rather than just pixel conversions. So here's an example of a pretty good magnetic offer. So basically, this guy's saying my 3-step, let me move my face, 3-step iPhone strategy that will help you get on track for 100K a year within 90 days. So again, he's giving you time-bound offer, results, and basically a likelihood of achievement by saying you don't pay if you don't get this result, this is pretty awesome. And then he talks about common obstacles or objections that people are going to have, like, hey, do I have to have ads, or do I have to do cold DMs, etc. He says that right above the fold. There are a couple of things wrong with this landing page, which the timer is a little tacky, and then below this there's a lot of text for a free thing. You don't need that, and I will bring the CTA or the button above the fold. But yeah, things to know. This, he calls out his specific client. He has a solid offer and guarantee. This is a great magnetic offer. This is all you need. And if you're delivering just a freebie, the video here should be no longer than 40 seconds, honestly, not 60, 40 seconds. Make it short. People don't need to watch a minute or a longer than a minute video to get a free PDF or a free strategy, right? Cool. Let me move my face again. This is where the things get more fun. Delivery emails. To start, you don't need a 25, and I have examples of this. You don't need a 25 nurture sequence. To start, you just need a 3 index sequence, which I'm just gonna give it to you, right? Confirmation email delivering the thing. Hey, you wanted this, right? That's the subject line. Here's the thing you wanted, the link. Make sure you download it and let me know when you get it. And then the second email, 24 hours later or whatever, it's an invitation to something else. So, like I told you before, if you're delivering the thing, and that thank you page, you have something else to offer, plug it in here. Hey, remember that I gave you the free thing that you wanted? And also for everyone who downloaded, which means you can also get this. Here's how to claim it. Free Facebook group, free call, another freebie, whatever it is, make sure you plug it here. So first 2 emails, value. The first one is obviously delivering the thing. The second one is something else. And then the third one, hard call to action. Hey, if you're reading this email, it means you got my thing, you got the other thing. How about we jump on another call and I show you a demo of how I can take your business from this to this or whatever it is. That's it. That's all you want. 3 delivery emails. Have that, run it, and then with time you can always add more emails, case studies, testimonials, more value, etc. But you want to make sure profit first, right? You want to make sure, like, if the thing you're servicing people for is that good, you have to not be selfish. Like, if you can actually help people lose fat, make sure you tell them, hey, I can help you lose fat. But like, don't be selfish. Like, show people your product, show people your service, show people the results you've given. Like, I'm not gonna be selfish. I can tell you right now, I can help your business for sure, and I would love to help your business. I cannot be selfish. I have to show people what I'm capable of, so I can be abundant and I can help other people crush their stuff, right? So, and after this, you deliver the 3 things or whatever. Put them in a normal broadcast email list or whatever it is. Remember, systems are very important. It's very important to have this system so that this is automated and you don't have to have an Excel sheet. Surprisingly, I've seen businesses making 6 figures a month having an Excel sheet and having a VA putting emails into an email system. Like, listen, guys, you have to make sure systems work for you, not against you. So this is an example of a first email, right? So this is a confirmation email. Hey, if you're somebody, blah, 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 click here to get it. That's it. Don't make emails super long unless you want to be you're a super rock star copywriter. Even still, like, first email should be just straight to the point. Here's the thing, get it done. That's it. And then data, I'm not gonna get too much into this, but you obviously have to have pixels to track, API conversions to track, and then so you can retarget people who don't convert, or many other different things that I showed you before. That long funnel, make sure everything is interconnected, so that you don't lose leads. And this is where a lot of companies lose hundreds of thousands of dollars, because if somebody does not opt in but they landed on your page, you still want to retarget them. You still want to show them testimonials, because maybe this is something on the page that we're like, I'm not sure, but you can help them jump over the fence with testimonials and other things. And you want to make sure they stay in your ecosystem. Okay, retarget them and just make sure they're getting on the phone quicker, because again, you don't want to be selfish. Like, if you can actually help people, you want to make sure you help them. Okay, and then use your growing email list. Email them 2 to 4 times a week. And remember, your emails don't have to be extremely boring or extremely super pretty. Like, every email takes you an hour to design, and it doesn't have to be that way. Deliver value and get out. Just picture yourself going through your emails. Like, you're basically taking your phone, scrolling down, deleting. And if an email is very long, you're not going to read it unless it's something that you're extremely in love with. And if you just gathered a lead from a cold top of funnel method, they're not going to be that invested in your brand or business to be reading 3 pages of emails, right? So make it super short, give them value, in and out. Cool. And then in the PS, give more value. Be like, hey, if you're still interested in this, make sure you click this link because I can help you further. Again, this is just an overall overview of what the funnel looks like. Having a CRM software which tracks all these leads and put them in a pipeline so you can track where they are in specific stages of your funnel, it's extremely valuable. This is why a software and a system like AVX System helps you. It'll help you It'll be key so that you can nurture all these leads, you can keep track of them, and you don't lose people through the funnel because you're leaving money on the table. This is something that AVX helps with CRM, with emails, SMS, and all that good stuff. Cool. I'm going to show you a little bit of what the ads are for and how to use them, and how my tactics on how I actually use ads to get people. The ad is just mobile. Chances are your ads are going to be shown on mobile, so make sure you design mobile first. Vertical, great sound. If you have an iPhone that's 13 Pro or next, you're good. That's going to be more than enough. And get a tripod as well to help you film things, and just talk to one person, not talk to everyone. Talk to one person, and that's it. Test both images and videos. The reason I'm going very quickly on this is because um, there's a lot to cover, and I don't want to take more of your time. So test both, and you can spy on your competitors to see what they're doing. Just put this link in your URL, type their name, and search what they're doing, because it probably means they're doing something that's working. So the longer they've been running an ad, and you can see how long they've been running an ad for, the longer they've been running an ad, it means the better it's working for, or better results are getting. So you can use this page to simply spy on their people. um, and again, Facebook is way smarter than you, and their AI is extremely good. Um, their algorithm is very good. So don't get crazy with targeting. Don't be super specific. Make it a little bit broad, and Facebook is going to target the right people, because they're going to take your text and the video, and they're going to use all points of data to actually see who you're trying to talk to, and they're going to deliver that to people, which is pretty awesome. But test audiences, test creative, test copy, test landing page headlines, um, test delivery emails, test everything. It takes time to see results, and don't think it's all about just launching an ad and that's it. You need to make sure that work is being done, so you optimize every step of the funnel so that you can get leads, close them, and make money and help people be better, basically. This is my ad strategy. You can take a screenshot after I go through this, but I follow my 134 strategy. One campaign with one conversion event, obviously. One campaign, three ad sets, four ads in total, right? So the one ad set being broad targeting, the other one is just a lookalike from your bottom of funnel bucket. So like people who've scheduled a call, people who've purchased, people who've already your client, do a lookalike of those, and that's going to be an ad set number two. And ad set number three, international targeting if you want, optional, or just do another angle from the first one. So if you sell yoga mats, I don't know. The first one will be like yoga instructors, and then the third one is going to be like health coaches. It's a different angle, different bucket that you can test and see which one works better. And then four ads per ad set. So two videos and two static images. Simple. 1, 3, 4. I've used the same strategy to scale companies ridiculously. So this works. As far as budget, as much as you can afford, but this is a completely different discussion that gets into, cost per lead, cost per acquisition, etc. But as much as you can afford, so it's profitable for your business, go for it. Now, if you have a huge audience, rather than using ads right away, just create your entire funnel and test it organically. Emails, use stories, use posts, use LinkedIn bios, hand raised posts, etc. This way you can educate your pixel and your API conversions. And after a while of running cold ads and see what works and optimizing, just use ads afterwards. Rather than, if you don't have a huge audience, you're probably going to have to do things like running cold traffic to landing page views, cold traffic to opt-ins, cold traffic to then like getting people on the phone call. So you have to run down the conversion ladder, and because you don't have the audience to test it. But it's completely fine if you don't. That's what ads are for. Start with landing page views and then go from there, right? Eventually, you can duplicate your campaign, change the conversion to something that's more bottom of funnel, and keep testing, keep running, and you will see success if your systems are in place, right? Again, another overview again of the funnel of the system. And this red arrow here basically means that after you have conversions, this will feed into the first step of the funnel. So the more people that go through the funnel, the more data you're going to have, the more capability you have to retarget people or target people with better, more fed out audiences. And that just basically repeats and rinses the cycle over and over and over and over again. So hopefully that all makes sense. I just took 40 minutes of your time. So thank you so much for watching all of this. And then hopefully you can make sure you implement this today. So if you're an established business and you want an expert and proven growth agency to take over all of the systems, do it for you, build it for you, and only need one platform to run all of the systems, then please feel free to book a free 15-minute consult or demo with me or my team, and I will point you in the right direction. This is not going to be a sales call. I solely want to see if I can help you. Now, somewhere in this page, there's a button or a quiz or something to see if either you qualify for a call or just straight up book a call with me. We do things the anti-agency way. I love to call my agency the anti-agency agency because we're not like agencies. We're very invested in the business, the strategy. We create things that work. So do feel free to make sure you book a free consult with me or free demo. If you go there or if there's no buttons on this page, it means we're completely at capacity. Or if there's a button and you see my calendar is completely booked, it means we're at capacity. But feel free to DM me or send me an email and I will get you sorted. Again, thank you so much. And I hope this was of much help. Talk to you soon and thank you so much.